Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. For the Miami Heat, they won their last contest, that game against the Lakers. And they finished that one out up 4. Competitive, but ultimately they prevailed.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
So here's Miami's starting group. Freak, he's in at point guard. Jones is out there with Winslow, and it's Aldemir in at the center. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Webster.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here's Stevenson. Pass to Cousins. And here's Carroll. Feeds it to Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Three-pointer. The shot no good. Sacramento on defense. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And they played with such tenacity on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off of them when they go on offense.
And I think you've got to give all the guys credit. I mean, plenty of credit to go around. You can't just highlight or pick out one or two guys that stood out, because everybody did defensively.
And here's Collison following the three-pointer by Freak. Stevenson outside. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Here's Cousins following the score by Miami. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Aldemir.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And a wide open look for Freak. Misses the three. For Sacramento, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. There's the dish to Collison. Starks, right side. A second chance effort. It's deflected. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Launches a three. And it's Freak missing. The Kings trailing. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, a bit ago, Steve Clifford and I were able to chat. This is their second meeting of the year. The first one didn't work out too well. And his focus this time around is keeping them out of the lane and on the perimeter. They have drivers and finishers. He said he wants his guys to make them a jump shooting team. Guys, we'll see how it goes.
And thank you for that, Doris.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Cousins, Miami grabs the miss. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
Here's Collison following the basket by Freak. Collison kicks to Stevenson. Cousins with a screen for Stevenson. Three-pointer. That's good. Stevenson's got 6.
Beautiful pick by the big man, Cousins.
The Heat leading by 3. Here's Freak. Coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And that one misses. A platoon swap here for Sacramento. And it's the Kings with the ball. They trail by 7. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Jeremy Lin is out there with Roberson. Then there's Anderson, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Cousins in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Furkan Aldemir is checked in for Miami. The Heat leading by 6. Freak kicks to Aldemir, lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Aldemir's got his first basket of the night.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Outside, Lin over to the left wing. Here's Cousins. Good D by Jones.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
To the middle. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And Freak throws it down.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Cousins, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Aldemir kicks to Freak. Cans it from downtown. Freak's got 5 points now this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Dishes it to Cousins. He kicks it to Roberson. Pass to Lin. 5 on the clock. And too long on the shot.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Here's Freak. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Kings trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. There's a good screen. And Anderson kicks to Roberson. Over to the wing. Lin, that's a 2-pointer. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Heat leading by 13. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Lakers just played phenomenal. He had 37 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. He seemed to be everywhere on the floor the entire time and really was the star of the show, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Starks checked in for Adams. Damari Carroll comes in for Anderson. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Andre Roberson. And it's Collison in for Jeremy Lin. And here's Collison following the 3-pointer by Freak. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Rips down the breakaway slam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Starks dishes to Cousins. The kick out to Collison. Shot clock at 5. Screen by Cousins. A drive by Collison. Comes up empty down low.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And here are the Kings now, following the score by Miami.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
We've got 1:48 left now here in the second.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Freak kicks to Dang. And the pass to Freak for 3. Can't get it to go. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Collison, the pass to Stevenson. He dishes it to Cousins. Kings moving the ball around. Now Carroll. 23 points for him the last game against Washington. Cousins with the bucket. 1:11 left in the first half of the game. Here's Freak out to the right wing. From deep. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Collison. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Wide open look. And the Kings check on 2 more. Freak with it. He's got 24. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Nancy's checked in for the Kings. And so we conclude the first half. Heat out front, up by 15. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
Same approach as always. Give me the ball. Let me do my thing. Sometimes guys on our team or a coach try to overthink things. It's simple. Just get the ball to your natural score. Make sure you don't trip on yourself when you're getting out the way.
You simply can't get enough of you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin?
Thanks so much, Doris. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Just absolute domination in this one for Freak. He's got 24 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him, too.
No doubt, Clark. They'd be in a much different position this game if he wasn't knocking down those triples.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Freak, he's in at the point. Winslow is out there with Terrence Jones, and it's Webster in at the 2-guard spot.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
Here's Freak. Aldemir kicks to Winslow. Puts it up. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists tonight. Collison kicks to Cousins. Back to Collison. And it's blocked. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Freak. And it's off from 3-point range. And Stevenson kicks to Collison. Carroll, no one around him. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Freak. Carries it from 3-point range. Freak's got 31.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Screen by Cousins. Collison dishes to Stevenson. Back to Collison. 6 on the shot clock, and he gets it to go. Collison's got his 2nd basket.
Beautiful play by Lance Stevenson. He's as gifted a passer as we have in the league.
The Heat leading by 18. Steps back and fires. And another basket for Miami.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Now here's Collison. D right on him. Screen by Cousins. Collison kicks to Cousins. Stolen by Winslow. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Good. Winslow's got his first points of the game.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Starks. Anderson comes in for Damari Carroll. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Darren Collison. Here's Robertson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. A nice shot by Lin.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Now here's Freak. 19-point game. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lin kicks to Cousins. Outside, Lin. To the middle. Here's Adams. They get it back. Here's Robertson. He's covered by Deng. Here's Freak. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Freak's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
It's a shot with great effect here tonight.
And the Kings making the Heat leading by 23. They've got Damari Carroll out there. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Starks. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Collison in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Heat.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
The Kings shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. And Stevenson kicks to Starks. And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Walker's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Miami with a change here too. Vaughn's checked in. Now here's Carroll. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Sacramento, DeMarcus Cousins.
First one falls for him. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Sacramento. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them. The Heat leading by 23. And here's Freak. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Heat moving the ball around. And the rejection by Cousins. Now here's Carroll. Webster covering. It's stolen by Webster. There's the lob to the hoop. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Nice silky finish on the alley-oop.
That sequence, I don't think Clark could have been executed any better.
Stupendous feed.
And that's the beauty of the game right there. I hope we get the opportunity to see a few more of those.
Here is Collison after the Heat pick up 2. Count the bucket.
How How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Freak with it, picked up by Collison. And it's Freak missing. Right side, Collison. He kicks to Carroll. Wide open. No good. And the Heat going the other way now. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good from Freak.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Sacramento making a switch here. Walton's checked in. Freak. Miami no good on that time either. The Kings shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Stevenson outside. They double him with Freak. Right side, Collison. Rocket 6. Screen by Walton. Free from Stevenson. Kept alive. For Miami, they've gone. One of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Freak. Money from the wing. Freak's got 41.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Outside Collison. Kicks it to Stevenson. And there's the feed to Cousins. Miami grabs the miss. Jones has got 6 rebounds in the game. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. The Kings making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Collison. Unloads from 13. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to be on Freak.
Shooting for Sacramento, Darren Collison. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Darren Collison. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Boy, their struggles at the line this half really starting to haunt them. You just cannot afford to miss free throws. It's like skipping breakfast. At some point in time, it's going to come back to hurt you.
Winslow's gone 3 of 7 shooting from the floor. The drive by Collison took him no time at all on that one.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Freak. 5th personal.
Larry Nance is checked in for Sacramento. Anderson comes in for Damari Carroll. That's good from Collison. The Heat have gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. From the arc. And it's Freak missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And there's Darren Collison on the assist from Robertson. That's 12 points for Collison.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
That's good.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
And so here's Sacramento, following the score by Miami. Plumlee with the screen. The drive by Collison gets the bucket and the foul. Freak. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were...
Oh, yeah. Good win.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. How'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
I know Freak's going to have a lot of people back.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win a ring. Never knew what a friend could do.